This is not good news. So what has happened to me since last month was heartbreaking. In my last update video, I thought I won't have any more bad news in the future. But now, I have another sad video. It's true. But stay tuned until the end because I have some hope and exciting news to share, and you won't believe how small my ant collection is right now. Please subscribe because cool videos are on the way. So, if you're new to my videos or haven't caught up on my recent videos, I've lost many queen ants in the past few months. Ants I've lost and released: pavement ant queen, brown queen ant, mini block carpenter ant queen, funnel ant queen, another pavement ant queen, and odorous house ant colony. But I've got some other ants and I will update you about them in this video, so you might be sad because I don't have some anymore. So anyway, let's go to all of the ants I don't have anymore. First is my odorous house ant super colony. So what was disappointing was that I was going to feature them in the video after our last update video on our pet ants. But when I was moving them into another setup, they were running so fast, and in the process of moving them was hard, which made me lose some workers due to their speed. We released them because they were too fast and some died. I couldn't take it, so we released them on my backyard, and I've collected them in the same place where I collected that ant colony that we put into a gemstone terrarium and moved out of it. What sucks is that it was one of the few times I've had an ant colony, and the first time owning a polygynous ant colony. About 5 queens and maybe about 11 workers. Their home was really moldy, so I tried to change it, but it didn't work. This super colony was collected after a rainstorm when those ants moved up a tree. I didn't collect all, but I collected enough for me and I kept them for a few weeks until I tried moving them, which I just said in this video. Anyway, hopefully I will find another super colony like that in the future. I'm so sorry for not featuring them in an episode for them and releasing them. And a few days after leaving them in my backyard, they were all gone. Infinitely sorry for them. Maybe I'll have another super colony next time and learn my lesson and move them into another setup at the perfect timing and safest way if I'm lucky enough to have another one like them. Hope this sad update video isn't long like the last. So, I told you I released my odorous house ant multi-queen colony, and I forgot to say one more thing about them. I released some before I uploaded my last update video. Also, I released some before I get to feature them to you viewers. And I released them in earlyish, midish October. Now, I'm done talking about them. So, I said I released my odorous house ant colony. You know what? I released another ant colony a few days after I released my odorous house ants. The other ants I released is my acrobat ant colony. Also, before I uploaded my last ant update video. The reason why I released them is because it seems that they're just not thriving in captivity. They were hungry because I wasn't feeding them, because I was busy at the time, and more workers died. And I just felt that they're unhealthy, being contained, and I kidnapped them at my living room. The place where I found them and the other members of the colony might have lost their only queen, but in case I release them, I'm sure they will feel much better being free. I released them in a hole in my living room, and then they hid there, which made me happy for their freedom. But I will miss them. Now, I was hoping to find more queens, and do you know what? I found an acrobat ant queen, and she was looking like she was pregnant. So I kept her in this tube. I got her at my school, and before I released my acrobat ant colony. But after I released my odorous house ant colony. And one of the reasons why I released my acrobat colony is because she looks similar to the other queen ant, but more pregnant. And while I was about to release my acrobat ant colony, I checked on my acrobat queen ant. And you might have guessed it. She died. It was the first time checking on her. I just caught her a few days before, and I discovered that she drowned. Somehow there's water droplets in the setup, so I sent her back to where I collected her. Rest in peace. I'm infinitely sorry for her and the acrobat ant colony too. Maybe the droplets came from the humidity. I think I made the cotton too tight. Maybe I'll get another acrobat queen next year. Now here comes the part where I was nervous for days, maybe weeks. Remembered my queen ant that had eggs, and I named her Queen Sheba? I'm afraid to say that Queen Sheba died. I'm sorry. Infinitely sorry for her and her brood. So you know what? I was checking on my queens, my last two queens in my ant collection. Queen Sheba, the high noon ant. Maybe they don't have a common name. And my field ant queen, who still doesn't have a name. I'll get to the field ant in a bit. So when I checked on my queens, first my field ant queen, and then Queen Sheba, I was nervous. And I didn't see anything in Queen Sheba's setup because she hid the napkin covering the lid of her setup. I opened the lid and I found Queen Sheba covered in fungi, which made me so sad. I had no idea there was this much mold in there. And I didn't know that mold grows that fast. I miss her and I'm not sure where her eggs are, but I'm sure they can't survive without her, without their mom. And I think she was more safe when she was living in the cotton side, which was more moist. I think when she's not on the moist area, she dies quickly. In case I missed some things to say on the description box of this video. But you might not find any information about these queens, or maybe more. Check again in the future. If I remember the things that I missed saying, I'll put it on the description someday. I've now learned my lesson not to keep her in this thing. Next time, if I get a queen like Fairley's ants, I will make her live in something more like a test tube, and I should check on her more often in case mold takes over. Anyway, I released her on the sidewalk in front of my house when I tried taking out the cotton of her setup. It was hard, and I hope I didn't kill the fungi. Infinitely sorry for them too. May Queen Sheba and her failed colony, aka brood, rest in peace, and mold too. I don't know about you, but Queen Sheba felt like an OG, even though I had her for less than 5 months. She felt special to me, and lasted with me so long compared to other queens. She also was named by one of you viewers. She was collected in late June and been living in the same spot for many months, and survived for months without much water but a moist cotton. She had eggs and even larvae. If only I kept them safe from mold for a few more months before winter, she could have her first worker ants hatched and lived in an ant farm that's more big. But next time I'll do more research and be prepared, very prepared, for keeping ants like her. I'll never forget Queen Sheba. Now I'm done talking about her, and let's update you about the queen who we couldn't find for months. I'm talking about my mini brown queen ant. I've explained about her in my last ant update collection video. As an update about that queen, I still didn't find her, but we will clean and search my whole house to find that queen. And she used to live in here, but I will put them here to organize a little more. She might have left her brood while she escaped, but I don't think her brood is alive. If it is her brood. But I'm infinitely sorry, rest in peace, for her brood, in case they're suffering. I hope the queen is okay. I caught that queen near a building, and if she died, I'll put her back there, or at my backyard. If I don't find that queen, I'll send this stuff at my yard. Or if I have time, I'll release them where I found my not 100% identified queen ant that's brown and blacks area. But only time would tell if I find that ant. I'm guessing I won't find her. I think I explained everything about that story, and if I didn't, again, I will write it in the description of this video. Now, onto this ant. Is she alive? I know it's dark because I didn't want her to feel too scared. What? She's alive. Yes, I'm exposing her a bit to show you what it's like right now. Remember when I said I'll check on the ants more now? So I did. I did that to my remaining pet ant. And she still doesn't have a name, so please write a name for her at the comments. See, she didn't even nearly finish drinking this water while she was still here, since I put her here. And I don't know if she still has her eggs. I cannot check right now because I don't want to expose her too much. I hope she will have a colony soon. Remember when I said Queen Sheba was the longest I've ever kept her? Well, this queen is actually the longest queen ant I've ever had kept. Well, this queen is the longest one I've kept because she too was with me since summer of 2022. Next week, I will hibernate this queen, but do more research on this queen and hibernation. But I think next week I will make another video about her and feeding her for the first time. I've collected this queen way back in mid-July. I'll try feeding her next time when I'm about to hibernate her. And I'm not sure when I'm gonna hibernate her. Maybe next week. This beautiful ant, I think she was with me for longer than any other pet, I believe. She broke our record. I don't want to show her very well in this video because I don't want to disturb her. I always pray for this queen. Let's hope she succeeds and survives. For now, I'll put her here. This queen is like an OG too. Her setup is quite moldy, but I think the moisture of her setup is not going to attack this queen. I think it keeps it from being killed. I guess I'm finished talking about this queen. If I didn't talk about this queen enough, then again, I placed more info in the description box. I hope that's all. Okay, this is the best, clearest shot of her in a while. In today's episode, sorry for exposing this queen. It was sad talking about these sad things and working on sad videos. I'm sorry for all the loss of all the ants. I released almost all of them except my funnel ant queen, which I left in our car, and I'm not sure where it is now. I think they trashed it. So sad. I put the dead queens inside bottles to get ready to release them. It's sad that I didn't feature some ants, but they die or must have been released, etc. Rest in peace to those that died. I'm infinitely sorry for them. I know I said that before in my channel. Losing pets is part of the hobby. We learn to get better, and I don't think I can find a queen ant anymore like this year. I don't think I would find any more queen ants this year. I think I missed another year of ant keeping chances of success, but practice makes perfect, and I will try doing as much research as possible to have an ant collection full of ant colonies. Okay, I hope I said everything now about this bad news, but let's talk about the ant room. Now that I only have one queen in my ant collection, but I have many exciting plans in 2023, and I know this ant room is still kind of messy, but well, we'll clean it and fix it up. Now the bathrooms are changed. Look. And I think I said everything about the ant room. Now let's finally get to some good news. First, my first year anniversary is coming soon next week, at the end of November. How should we celebrate? Second, I'm going to make more videos now. including shorts. And third, my birthday passed, so I will buy/film some cool things coming soon, hopefully. I believe that's all. So good news. So subscribe and hit the bell button so you won't miss any cool things coming up. I know it was tough. I know it was a tough few months, but I think I will have a growing community. Okay, bye. If you made it this far into this video, then congratulations. You have been updated with our Antropolis, my ant collection room, which currently is low, very low. Finally, all that complicated story to share is over. I was working on this video for weeks. I was wanting to upload this video weeks ago, so I'm sorry for the delay, and the anniversary video will be uploaded tomorrow. I didn't make the video yet. I didn't start making the video yet, but it won't be a really hard and complicated video. So hopefully I'll finish it and upload it in 4 o'clock of tomorrow. Okay, I think that's it for today's video. Bye.